Hello and welcome back YouTube. I'm your host, VLD, shooting back for another video. And today's episode is a DIY of how to add MagSafe to your iPad mini 6. Which this is by far my favorite device. It's basically a glorified bigger iPhone in some sense because it has magnets on the back of them, which, like my case, this is the Z-Top case, and this is probably by far my favorite case I've had for the last little bit. I own a magnitude of different MagSafe accessories for my iPhone. I've collected, people have sent me just this and that. I do recommend Metisinno. They are a good MagSafe accessory brand. You can pick up their stuff off Amazon. I will list everything down below. I've always wanted to add MagSafe to my Mini 6 just because that seems like a cool idea to do. There are magnets on the back of the Mini 6, but just not in the middle. They're more around the corners and the edges. I kind of wish they did add MagSafe to it because this is the perfect portable device for that. I picked up this case off AliExpress. Essentially, it is supposed to give you MagSafe for your Mini 6 in just a case itself. It's a hard plastic with metal ring on the outside. You just snap your Mini 6 into it and that's all you have to do. You have drop protection and you have that cool magnetic ring on the back. You can pick this up for about 10, 11 bucks is what I pay for it. Unfortunately, MagSafe ring is just a little bit too big. If it were to be a little bit smaller, it is a good idea. It's an amazing concept. I like the idea of this, but the way it's implemented in this case, it's a little bit too big. I mean, it will work, have drop protection for your case, this ring. You can pick this off AliExpress for about 10, 11 bucks, depending on your iPad model, your size. But essentially, the Mini 6 is just slightly bigger than an iPhone Pro Max. I like to just try out weird stuff. This is from Metisinno. This is a magnetic paper. I'll link it down below. It's a really cool device. Essentially, it will show the magnets or a few other parts to it, which I use for reviews, just going over products. Really cool thing by Metisinno. Really good brand. Very undervalued. Very underrated. They make a lot of MagSafe accessories. Just some of these MagSafe accessories I use for my iPhone will work, but the ring is just way too big. If they made that a regular MagSafe ring, it would have been perfect, honestly, but it's way too big. In this video, I like to make my own. I picked up this case. It's some generic one off Amazon for about $10, $11. It'll be linked down below, but essentially I'll be cutting that in half, super gluing a MagSafe Puck by Metisinno. Also, I'll link that down below. I'll link everything down below, but you can basically build your own for about $20 or so, but I got this one because the reviews have stated the magnets from the back of the case are fairly strong, which I really like because I don't want to trust my $600 iPad mini to a case with really bad magnets built in. All you have to do is just cut the case in half. You might want to sand it down, maybe smooth it out. I'm not super picky about that. And essentially you grab one of the MagSafe pucks. I've used this for other ideas in the past I've done, but it's a really cool product. You can make your own MagSafe accessories, stick them to walls, just do a bunch of cool stuff with it. And essentially all you do, you just take some very strong super glue and you just glue the puck onto the back side of the case, and that's pretty much about it. Go super crazy with the glue. Make sure it's nice and snug because, like I said, for a $500 iPad mini, and you want to make sure it's pretty well protected and it's really strong. I kind of got a little bit of the glue on the case so it won't really affect it. Let it dry for about 10 or 15 minutes so you have your own MagSafe case for your iPad mini 6. All your MagSafe accessories for your iPhones will essentially work now with your mini 6, and a good thing about this is it's not actually stuck to your mini 6. It's its own personal case. So if you like to hot swap cases like I do, you're not just stuck with one. You can alternate to whatever you want. And I mean, just look, it's super strong, it's super sturdy, and it's not going to go anywhere. All my MagSafe accessories, minus the wireless charging, will work with this device now. The concept I got off AliExpress, I like the idea. It was just poorly implemented. I don't really know of any bigger MagSafe accessories for that, but I also have the Metisinno magnetic car vent mount. I was sent this months ago. Really cool thing. Only 20 bucks. Very minimalistic. It works as a tendon. It hooks to your car vent. It has a magnet on it. You stick your iPhone to it, and that's it. I tend to do a lot of work in my car, school, travel, whatever, and I always like to have an extra screen because I can be in my car for a couple hours at a time. Normally, I put my iPad all the way around my car, but with this, it can be stuck in one place. It'll be secure. I can change the angle, the orientation, if I want to do any schoolwork, some gaming, because I do a lot of work with Google Docs, some PDFs, and just a little bit of everything. It works perfectly. Like if I want to play some cloud gaming, you know how to use this while you drive. If your car doesn't have CarPlay, this would be good for like Google Maps and all that stuff. Just hotspot from your phone, which that would be a good cheap alternative than installing a new receiver, a new system, just a new everything. This would be a cheap alternative. You can take it with you, and it's just a really cool thing. I can play some cloud gaming, movies, work on some photo, video editing. I can work from school, personal stuff. This is a really good concept. I kind of figured this would be a thing by companies, but this actually is not a thing. There are no actual MagSafe magnetic cases for the Mini 6. It's a really cool concept. You can build your own for under $20. That's even better. I will link everything down below. But essentially, you just need super glue, a magnetic case. You could use one that actually attaches to it, but I like having the magnets, and just a MagSafe Puck. That is all. If you want to attach your accessories, grips, your pop sockets, stands, whatever you name it, car vents, anything you stick your iPhone to, you can stick your iPad Mini 6 to, and you can build this up for under $20. I'm a really good fan of this. I travel a lot. It's a perfect mount for just everything. Like I said, I'll link everything down below. This was just a stupid, cool DIY project I wanted to do. I am a really big fan of this. So like always, I'm your host, VLD. Smash that bell and subscribe.